welcome to Reality Hut. I'm so excited to talk about this week's episode of The Bachelor. Let's get to it. Let's talk about it. Okay, so before I started to watch The Bachelor, I took a nice shower. I drank some champagne. Just been having a good time tonight. And yeah, so I'm so glad that you guys are here watching my video. And yeah, let's get to it. Let's talk about what happened tonight. There's some good things. I got my little notes right here. Okay, so everybody gets to go on a date this week. Zach made it so everybody gets to go on a date, and so they all get some time, which is really good. So there's 2 group dates and 1 one-on-one. It's the big love date, and Lotto, the musician, who I love, she is in charge of the date. She comes out on the runway and she gives a speech about what the date's going to be about, and then they all do cute little dance moves, and they're dancing with him and dancing on him and all the stuff. Anyway, so then they bring out 3 bachelorettes that have been on the show before, that are just really popular bachelor contestants. So they, all the girls have to strut the catwalk and dance with him or do something clever with him, whatever. And some of them are really cute and some of them are really awkward. It's just okay, moving on. Anyway, so then they give them a chance to speak in front of everyone, and they talk about, some of them talk about times that they have had to have bad bitch energy and stuck up for themselves or done something big or whatever. And some of them, some of the things that I wrote down is, this one girl had a story about how her hair was too curly and she was in a pageant and they told her that she had to straighten it and she didn't, and then she won the whole thing. And I thought that one was really cute. And then this one girl started talking about how she started her own business and she put everything on the line for it and all this stuff. Anyway, so things like that. And then it flips over to who gets the one-on-one, because they announce it while the other girls are at the date. And so Christiana gets the date, and she's the country girl. And she's really cute, and she's a mom, which I like. She's super cute and super nice and down to earth, and I don't know if it'll stay that way from the looks of the previews in the next one, but anyway, we'll see how it goes. There's this one of the Bachelor contestants that they brought out just for the group date. She decides that she wants to stay, and she's gonna ask Zach if she can be on the show and blah blah blah, and she's so cocky and mean to all the girls, and it's just holy shit, you are so full of yourself, it's insane. Anyway, so Zach, I was flabbergasted, in a good way. He wooed me in that moment. He did not see through it. The producers are trying to cause more drama on the show. He's hell no. Nope, you're not coming on the show. It's disrespectful to the other ladies. And doesn't fall for it. And I'm so amazed, because I've seen Bachelor after Bachelor do stupid shit like that, and it just makes the house a nightmare. And he is not about that. He's I'm finding the person that I love. No distractions. You're just sorry. You're not what I want. And he doesn't let her come on the show, and she's heartbroken about it. Even though she was just doing it to compete. I don't know. I don't really know what her intentions were. But anyway, he sees through it. His intuition is and the rest of the show, you see his intuition. I'm bro, you're kind of scary. You're good at seeing through people. It's amazing. This season is gonna go his way. It's gonna go his way, not the producer's way, not the girl's way. He is so precise and direct, and I'm just wow, you're a smart guy. Like, you were really sharp. Like, I'm impressed. Anyway, so Christiana's date, her one-on-one is really cute. It's like, it's a helicopter ride and super romantic, super cute. And then he takes her to his family's barbecue because he missed his mom's birthday. And so they throw this barbecue and like all of his friends and family are there and it's hilarious. And like she does really good. Like she's not really like that nervous or anything. And she was talking to his brother and she's like, tell me the dirt. And he's like, oh, he's talking to the rest of the group and he's like, oh, should we tell her about the rash? And I was just busted up laughing. I was like, oh my God, that's something a brother would say. Anyway, so on the dinner date though, it's kind of more of like a serious thing because she has a daughter and he doesn't know about her daughter, and she wants to talk to him about everything and make sure that he's not like scared off or anything like that. And she tells him, and he is scared, like most guys would be. But anyway, and he just tells her, he said, I don't know if I would be a really good dad, and I just haven't figured that part out about myself yet. And he almost starts crying and it's like, oh my God. Anyway, but so you think that he's gonna break up with her, but he doesn't, and he's like, I want to know more about you, I want to like be around you, and I want to explore what we have, kind of thing. And he wants more of her, which is cute. Anyway, so then their date ends, and it's the second group date, and it's kind of just like it's just the cocktail party part of it is what stuck out to me. And because like a lot of them on the second group date, for some reason, a lot of them are the ones that hadn't really gotten to talk to him very much, and so they get their time, they get to talk. Ariel did this thing where she wrote down on a piece of paper, they both wrote down on the piece of paper what they were scared of this experience about, like what their deepest fear was. And they both said something, and then she was like, I have something else, and it said, and she was like, do you want to read it? And he read it, and it was like, I'm scared I won't get my first kiss tonight, or something cheesy. And then he's like, I think we can fix that. And then he kisses her. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was just ick. It was just like, I got the ick from it. The icky feels. And I was just like, oh, that was a weird kiss. I did not like that. Anyway, so he was also, he talked to Jess and then opened up about some really big things about his childhood. He was diagnosed with something, and I can't remember the name of it because it was a big name. Anyway, he was diagnosed with it, and they told him that he was gonna die, and his mom like fought for him, and that's why he's around today, is because she really fought for him. And yeah, and it was just a big moment, and she ends up getting the rose for that group date. Jess gets the rose. And yeah, and then there's this moment with Gabby, and Gabby is just like word vomiting, like, cause she like wants to get to know him so bad, but she just tells him all these things about herself, and she can't stop, and it's just like a bad moment. And so she walks off, and she's like crying, and she's like, I'm hurt right now, like I really messed that up. And it was just kind of a sad moment, but also at the same time you're like, girl, you shouldn't have word vomited, like why did you do that? And then at the cocktail party before the rose ceremony, Gabby gets a second chance to talk to him, and it actually ends up being really cute. So at first you think it's like super awkward, like that last conversation they had, and then they get to have this cute moment where she like brings peanut butter cups, and they both bite it out of it at the same time. It's like Lady and the Tramp situation, and they both bite out of it, and then they like kiss, and and you could tell she's all happy and cute and way better. Way better. She was going crazy for a second. Anyway, it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster for the girls. For some of them, more so than others. And I'm just speaking about Brianna in this case because she's like spiraling like a motherfucker. And she just she all of a sudden is mad about something that Christiana said in the beginning. She said something like she was complimenting her dress and she's like, oh, I hate you. I hate you. Like, because she looked so cute. In my opinion, that's a compliment, right? I don't know. Some people are really sensitive, so I don't fucking know. Anyway, she was just saying that her dress is really pretty. It was made out of roses. And she was like, oh, I hate you, by the way. Just kidding. And she said, just kidding. Like, I thought it was a pretty funny joke. Anyway, so Brianna is like emotionally spiraling. And because she thinks that Christiana is getting more attention or something, that she can bring up this old past like stuff that happened in the very beginning, like that, like about the comment about her being hated or something, because Christiana is getting attention now. She thinks that she can bring it up, and it's like an agenda almost, like, oh, this person did something wrong to me that I didn't care about before, but I'm going to care about it now so I can cause drama. And he sees right through that. Like, his intuition is like crazy, and he's like, you know, there seems like there's like a wall up between us or something, or like there's something's just off, like, is what he basically says to her. And so you think she's going to go home, and then she doesn't go home. Yeah, so 3 girls go home. I think maybe he just didn't have very strong connections with them at all, but one of the girls like got a lot of screen time, and she was like really fun and seemed like he liked her, but she goes home instead of Brianna. And I was like, kind of like, oh, well, I feel like she should have gone, but maybe he just wants to see it through and see if what that is, because I don't think he's really for certain about it yet. He's like, I don't know what it is, but something is not right, and I can't put my finger on it yet. It shows what's going to happen next week. There's lots of drama. They go skydiving. There's like a football game, which is always like saucy, and somebody gets upset about something. And anyway, so next week should be really good. Oh, and also there's a sneaky overnight. We're already at Fantasy Suites apparently. So yeah, one of the girls spends the night with him, and people are pissed. So yeah, anyway, tune in if you miss the show. I will be here with your recaps. Watch the show too. It is entertaining as fuck and really fun. Anyway, so join in next week. I'll be here. Okay, we'll see you guys.